Anybody out there ever anybody out there ever asked themselves if you needed a favor, like a favor of some sort, like if you needed a couple dollars or a ride somewhere or somebody or just something from a close friend or family member, who do you think you could call just randomly out of the blue and say, hey, you got a couple dollars I can borrow. I don't know when I could get it back to you, but you can help me out with that. You know, I really appreciate it. Or, hey, I need a ride to the store or a ride somewhere, or trying to think of other favors people ask. I mean, whatever your favor is, the favor you asked of the person, who do you think you could just call right now and say, you got a 20 spot. I'm kind of desperate right now. You got $20 or something I could borrow. I'm just using this as an example. And the person, without any hesitation, they're there for you. No questions asked. They don't even really want it back. They just want to make sure that you are okay. And, you know, they pretty much did all they could to help you out. Who do you know that you could just say, oh, damn, my car broke down. Can you come give me a jump real quick? I mean, I'll wait, and I'll just wait it out until you get here. I don't care how long you take. But can you make sure, you know, you make that one of the priorities? Like I said, I'll sit here and wait for you. Just something basic and simple like that. Who do you know you could just call right now at this very second and just ask for the smallest thing? Or in your eyes, it's the biggest thing, but to them, it's a small favor. And just like that, they're there. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody would love somebody like that. I know I do a lot of these hypothetical scenarios, but these are like real things that are really happening in real life. So most of them, well, the ones that I talk about, of course, I've experienced, or, you know, just everyday life, just seeing how people act towards each other or behind each other's backs. And you keep thinking a lot of it will slow down. And I mean, it's all about the people you hang around too. They play a big part, because if you have a homeboy or homegirl or something who just, you know, they're out there in the world, but they're just they're not who they really portray to be. Well, portrayed themselves to be. And I know I've spoken on this before, but it just baffles me that after a certain age, you think that people would act differently. They would have learned from all of the past stuff. They would have got over, or I'm not even going to say got over, just they would cope. They would they're able to cope with the past traumas a lot better as an adult. But some people just hold on to stuff forever and don't want to ever let it go and let it haunt them forever. And it's like you're just torturing yourself. I can't do it, but I know one thing. Just looking back on a lot of stuff, man. I've been at everybody's beck and call. Somebody need me to help them move something or go somewhere or take something this place, or all of the favors that were asked from me. And I'm there at everybody's beck and call. They text me, I'm right there texting back. They call me, I'm right there picking up. They ask for a favor, I'll make time, I'll take off work, I'll do whatever just to, see if I could help them out. But who out there would do that for you when you're down at the worst? You're at the very bottom. Who calls, who texts to check on you, to see if you're okay, if you need anything, just anything like that? Who do you know that's there for you like that? Hold on to those people, not just because they do stuff like that, but these are the ones who just want to see you progress in life. They have no ill will towards you. It's all about helping themselves, and then if they can help you, that's a bonus. And there are some people out there like that. But I really envy the people who just have those friends. I mean, you see them on the TV shows all the time. It's over exaggerated, friends walking in each other's houses and just acting, treating their house like that. Those are the kind of, I grew up with that in a way. A lot of the guys called each other's mother's mom and, situations like that. But where we really like in the moment brothers and friends, or like a fair weather kind of deal? Or was it like some legitimate brother kind of, hey, I'll do anything for you kind of, no questions asked. Drop of a dime right now. Hey, yo, you got $10? I can borrow real quick. Boom. Whenever you can get it back to me, or if you can't, don't worry about it. I'm not worrying about it. Do those kind of people still really exist, or have I've just not been around any? In the past, I don't want to say anybody's name because I don't know how they would feel about that, but I had some guys who was there for me, and vice versa. When you just needed a shoulder or somebody just to hang with, just to laugh and joke and chill with, I'm always there. I feel like I'm always there for people. Everything I do, well, I don't do anything for recognition, especially when it involves my kids and my family. I do that because I just want to see everybody happy. And I'm sure most people feel the same way. We just want to, see people happy. Who is that person, though? I'm an hour away. I'm a half hour away. Can you come give me a jump? You're like my last resort. And they're right there, no hesitation. Is there a world like that that still exists? I really would like to know that. Shit, I got friends, well, I thought was my friends. I don't wanna keep harping on friendships and all of that. That's not what this show is about. But some things make you just wanna put some of these questions out there just to see if anybody else feel the same way. You know, finding out a friend of mine who I haven't seen in so long, like years. I mean, we talking maybe a decade, to find out that they live right down the street from me was like, oh wow, this is great. This is going to be something. I was enthusiastic about it, but I guess the person wasn't. Didn't care if I lived up the street from him or not. I didn't get any kind of invite, no call, no text, no nothing to say, hey, we got to hook up sometime. We're so close. Let's, I'll drive to you, you drive to me, whatever the case may be. Let's make it. Nothing like that at all. I don't know, man. Just watch people, because you never know why they're in your life. And this even goes for husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, brothers and brothers. Everybody this goes for. I mean, this is hate doesn't discriminate. People just hate people for no reason. Or it don't even got to be like hate. You just don't want to see anybody make it or want to see anybody prosper. And you could have a million things over them, or if you want to get materialistic, you can have so much materialistic over a person and still want to compete with them. Still just want to get more and just make sure they don't have anything. There's people out there like that. Call that one person right now, ask them for $10 and see what happens. Just call somebody randomly on the day that you know they're at work. Just text them, don't call them, text them or something and see if they'll respond right back. Those are the kind of people, I'm telling you. They see a number, oh, I gotta, whatever I'm doing now, I know I can't stop in the middle of my job and text them back, but I'm going to make sure that they know I got the text. Some people will look at your text or your number, regardless if they're at work or not, and see it and just ignore it. Say, oh, well, I'll get to them whenever I can. And everybody goes through this. I'm not making anything. I'm not saying anything new. But this is how people are, man. I just try to find my crowd. Well, I'm an introvert, so I don't give a shit if people want to hang with me or not. That never really bothered me. But, growing up, I had a lot of decent friends, man, who I still consider friends today. It just, it's like a distance thing. I guess you will see each other when we can. Who knows? But call that person right now, man, and see who answers for you. See who's there, like, no matter when you call, when you text them, no matter what you ask for, they're always there for you, and they never want anything in return. And you're not doing anything to be like a mooch or a pushover or anything. But if that person says that they are your friend forever and for life, most people are going to really think that is the case. We try to help each other out the best we can. I always told myself, man, if I ever won the lottery or something or came into a lot of money, my first goal, my first mission is to help as many people as I can, even if they need help or not. I'm just grateful for having the people in my life that I've had in my life, still have in my life, who actually gives a damn. There's not so many people out there like that. I know a bunch of people. I'm not saying I have a bunch of friends, but I know people from previous jobs and school and growing up and everything, and just meeting people over the years. And but you'll see stuff like 2 likes on your post, which I don't give a shit. I'm not in this for money or anything. This is just me trying to invite people into my world who are interested in the things I talk about. But I know a bunch of people. I have none of them subscribe to any of my YouTube channels. Every little thing like that could just help. But the same people who I always see who view my stuff never hit like, but they'll send me reels all day, send me stuff all day long, but never hit like on anything I post. Why is that? I can't grasp it. I don't understand why people are like that. It takes nothing. I'm not asking anything from anybody because I don't care. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in this for anything but just to entertain whoever wants to be entertained and entertain myself. I said I was going to do it. I said I was going to try to build this channel, and I'm trying to do it. That's it. I'm sticking to what I said I was going to do. A year or so ago, I came up with the initial IDC idea in 2008, or I think it was 2009. And I was going to start the YouTube channel then, back in 2009. But, again, life situations sidetrack you. And, that's how life goes. And I say that all the time. It's just simple. It's just life. But, so since 2009, I was going to make like a vlog, and kind of vlogging was like a big deal before everybody had a smartphone, or everybody was all of a sudden a content creator or influencer or motivational speaker and all of that. I don't do any of that. I mean, more power to the people that do. And, God bless everybody with their endeavors. But my whole thing is, like I said, I'm just basically talking about and discussing the nostalgic things that still make me happy at the age that I am now. I'll talk about things from the past, things that happen in the present, anything that I think that is relatable to just society in general. I'm not like focusing on just one group to, have conversations with or share content with. But that one person out there, man, at a drop of a dime. Who do you have like that in your life? No questions asked. Just, hey, how much do you need? And I'll get it to you as soon as I can. But nowadays, that's easy. Just Zelle somebody money, Cash App, or whatever app you use to do that, money transactions. But no, this is not me asking about anything, money or anything. This is like a hypothetical thing, because sometimes when you're just sitting around, I got a lot of you have so much on your mind. My mind just never shuts off. It just floods and floods and floods and floods all day long. And it's not even like a worrying kind of thing. It's just, I'm always thinking about like ideas or just thinking about anything, not worrying, just thinking though, just, trying to get your mind straight. So when I do that, there's so many ideas or interesting things that come up. And this was one that I just wanted to get off of my chest. Like, there's still there's some decent human beings out there, man. I remember one time I was taking lunch. I was on my lunch break and I walked out to a pizza place to get a slice of pizza and something to drink. And so I ordered everything, the pizza, and the guy was like, you know what, hey miss, I got his order, I'll pay for that. Don't worry about it. So he looked at me, I looked at him. He was like, I got you, pal. And I'm thinking, what is this about? He said, you want something to drink too? And I was going to pay for my own stuff, Yeah, hey, give him something to drink too. And that was that. He was like, are you good? Never seen this guy there in my life or anything, but just people like that. He brought my lunch for me. I go back to the job and sit down, was like, what does this mean? This has to mean something. I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason. What kind of sign am I getting from this? Should I, pay attention to this or just chalk it up as somebody just trying to pay it forward? They're doing it for more for themselves than for the actual person. It could have been that kind of situation, but man, I was so grateful that day, just out of the blue. Where are those kind of people at? Not because they give, but just the kindness. Where are those people? Those are the kind of people I want to interact with. I don't want to have friends who that are like overly sensitive. You can't say anything to them without them getting upset or thinking you're disrespecting them or just being different. I don't know. You can't be in somebody's head to understand why they do the things they do. But at a certain age, we got to stop. We got to stop doing certain things because there are more days behind us than we have ahead of us. So I just want to have my days around people that I want to be around. It's just we're too old for the nonsense. This is hard to say, and a lot of people will get offended, but this is me, and I don't give a shit if they get offended or not. Certain people just aren't equipped. They think certain things make them tough or look good. Like, it could be something material that they have. I guess a lot of people get confidence from cars that they drive or clothes that they wear. and they're always chasing money. The only thing that ever come out of their mouth is money, 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 money. And you got to think, is that a gift or a curse? Like I said in previous videos, I need money too. If you're not rich, you need money. But I'd be damned if I'm going to go out there and chase it like that. I can't. I'm not going to sell my soul and do anything that I'm going to be ashamed of. Because once it's on the internet, it's out there forever. So I'm just looking. Well, I'm not looking for anything, and I'm not out to make friends or anything like that. Because I've gotten this far just being who I am and doing the things I do. But you don't know what people are thinking and why and what triggers them. But after a certain age, like I said, you just gotta say, man, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing at this age that we can't be honest with each other? I don't know. This was just like a random thought, a random video. I don't even know how I started thinking of this, but we all want somebody out there we know who are just genuine. There's no ifs and buts about it. No questions asked. We feel so safe around them. There's no mockery. There's no competition. There's no putting each other down. There's no wanting everything just to be what you set it out to be. And what I mean by that is you could make plans with somebody to hang out, and the whole entire time the person is just talking about themselves or trying to one up you, or no matter what you say, it's there's a one up in there somewhere. And I let them kind of people believe that they're actually schooling me or throwing some knowledge out there that, because why even have a rebuttal for anything people say? Because a lot of people that I've met in these recent years are just all for self. Narcissistic ways. The ideals are just about them, their life missions, and never once asking you, hey, everything good at home? You good mentally? You need anything? Nobody wants handouts. I don't want any handouts. I just want genuine people in my life that you can genuinely talk to and have real adult conversations with without any prima donna kind of shit going on. especially if you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. Cut the nonsense out, man. We're too old for that. You know, so call that one person and see. I'm not saying somebody has to be at your every beck and call. No, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, you know who's really there for you without them even saying it. They don't have to ever give you anything. Or anything like that. But you know deep in your heart who really has your back. Like I said, I have 1,000,000. Well, I'm exaggerating with the number with million, but I know a bunch of people. Then a bunch of people know me. And I understand if you're not like a social media kind of person, I don't expect you to even know that I'm making content or I even post anything. But if you know me forever and you come across something that I posted, or I'm trying to build something, like build this channel or something like that, it don't hurt to just subscribe. You can subscribe anonymously. You don't have to let me know it's you. I'm just trying to build the channel and put it out there in the algorithm. And you never know who will see it and who get some pointers from it, who just want to, like I said, sit down and listen to this idiot talk for 10 or 15 minutes. Because something is going to come out that makes sense. Anyway, man, Saturday night, all the storms have succeeded. Am I saying that word right? I think I am. But this is Spaced Out Blazing, man. Just a random thought. Call that person and see